Shit. Sorry. Hey, Mom. Back in my treehouse again. Talk about an off-the-cuff video. This is it. I don't know. Been thinking about you a lot. Not doing a very good job of processing things, I don't think. I think I told you the last video I fell off the wagon. And I'm worried about it. And I worried about it enough that I made an appointment with my doctor, as you would have asked me to do. And I went. And you'll find this funny. I'm keeping notes. All right, excuse me 1 minute. All right, so I went to the doctor. Doctor I trust, I like, I believe in. And we made a new plan. And the funny thing that I maybe just, I don't think it maybe, I realized recently is, family physicians, doctors, it's kind of like the first person you go to, but then they have to cipher out all the bullshit and give you a medicine. Because they're not psychologists, psychotherapists. They're family therapists. And yesterday I went in there and I was I didn't even know why I went. I had an appointment. And the appointment was to to come see how I was doing 4 weeks after starting naltrexone, or now, some anti-drinking pill. So I went in there and they took my blood pressure and weight and all that shit. And I was like, I don't know why I'm here. And she told me, like, oh, okay, well. Didn't really give that a fair chance. Nobody's fault but my own again. But we took another hit, or I took another hit yesterday. Kind of set me back. Wasn't expecting it, wasn't prepared for it, but that's life. And, shit happens. You can't sit in your treehouse all day and whine and complain. No pity parties. Go after it and go get it. Got it. But even you have told me, you get, 10 minutes of pity party, and then you go after it. So this is my 10 minutes, I hope. I might run over, but let's just start now. I wanted to start with how I detoxed for 7 days and then went into a rehab facility, and it absolutely failed me. I mean, I shouldn't say absolutely, but if 7 days of rehab, 4 weeks of forced sobriety, let's say 3 weeks of self-induced sobriety after that, and all of that time about, taking deep breaths and breathing and thinking, and I took all those, like I never do, took all those notes. I mean, I was in it, bitching and complaining, but trying to do my part. And it failed. And I will accept responsibility again, I guess, because it failed because I couldn't walk down the driveway, or I couldn't look for air. I had all these reasons why this endeavor was going to fail. It's like I walked into that place knowing I was going to fail. Which is not how you go about things. It's a giant piece out of my life. Where, in my mind, I thought I was fighting, but I entered it with a defeatist attitude. Like I told you before, I didn't want to quit. I only quit because I could die. And I think I told you in another video, I got too many responsibilities and I don't have passion. And I need the passion back. And I can't figure out where to find it or get it. So, it's, Jesus, fuck. It's 11 o'clock on a Saturday. I actually got up at 6:30. I made a list, had a plan, made it 2.5 hours, and then I got a drink. And then I knew when I got that drink in the morning, I'm in trouble. Fuck. And normally I would write you a letter or make you a video or I'd call you. And you, like a good mother always does, would support me and give me some good advice. Obviously, as I've said before, you're not here. I'm still trying to talk to you. We are all, I think maybe I'm just starting, but we are all grieving for you, our loss of you. Hunter called me last night. I can't imagine the number of times you picked up your phone and saw my phone number. Suck it up. I'm running out of time. God damn it. So he called me. And I, obviously, of course, and you would, as we're supposed to, and never, I'll never not be there. But Hunter had received a letter from you, mailed or postmarked before your death, but never sent. He was reading, he called me crying. He was so upset. And basically, the letter was about you receiving a letter when you were alive from our departed granny in the mountains. And he's called me up a couple of times, 3 or 4 times the past week. Had some near death experiences where he felt you were watching over him and protecting him. And I agreed. I told him you were. You always have been. And he told me if it hadn't been for you, he would have never had the opportunity to miss a near-death experience because he would have been dead a long time ago. So if you ever, which I doubt you did, or doubt you will, I gotta go back to Mommy Dot and figure out my proper English. If you ever questioned whether you had an effect, whether your existence in this world made anyone happy or prosper, you can rest assured in peace wherever you are. You had an effect on more people than you will ever recognize. I mean, I used to think I'm not cutting myself short. I mean, I used to think I had done a lot. I put my neck out there a long way to try and help Hunter. But in doing so, I don't think I ever really considered how far you stretch your neck out there. It was a long way, and Hunter knew it. And he is sorry that he missed the opportunity to thank you properly for everything you had done for him and for me and for Dad and for Rebecca. I mean, the list goes on. Things you have done. There's seemingly inconsequential things that affected people's lives just goes on and on forever. I'm not even going to go on that other subject, but to the previous point, you have touched a lot of people's lives in a lot of different ways. Nobody will make a statue of you or a video or documentary. Well, that's not true. I will. I'm trying to make a point about how, you got so-called, I don't even know what you call them, superheroes and like leaders, presidents, whatever, and there's all this information about everything they've ever done. You know, and they've changed the world. Yep, agreed. But they did not. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without being vulgar. They did not just evolve out of their mother. Hit the ground, suckle a titty, and then go save the world. They had a teacher like you. And a lot of those teachers go unappreciated and unnoticed. But they have an effect. Now I know I'm past my 10 minutes. And I'm ranting and raving. If I do it long enough, it'll be 12 o'clock. And I can. It's lunchtime. I can sit on my ass for another 45 minutes. Which I never do. You know that. I don't think Dad ever figured it out, but I don't take lunch. I try not to. My point is, we have a lot of brilliant minds in the world that have done a lot of great things that get a lot of accolades. Accolades, sorry. You are one of them, and you do not go unnoticed just because. Just because there's not a statue or a plaque on a wall. God damn it, I'm losing my train. You affected a lot of people. I'm way off track. But ten minutes are over. I guess I gotta go to lunch. I miss you. I'm not giving up. I'm just taking a little break. I'll do you proud.